that there's a KT 600. Justin put that in early 2000s. Truck came factory with a 4 1/4, 15 and 355s, and he wanted to be different, and I think he achieved that goal.
We're here at the 75 Chrome Shop, and we have a really great looking truck, and there's some really cool features to it. So, sir, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you got?
All right, my name is Verdayes. Here's our 1986 Peterbilt 359. We acquired about a year and a half ago.
Okay. Let's start from the front of the truck and tell us about anything that's been done to the truck, or modified or added, or if it's original.
Oh my God. Well, we try to keep it at least the original look, but everything had to be done to the truck. I mean, the whole truck was taken apart. I'm talking about the whole hood was taken apart, the sleeper, the roof. About 95% of the rivets were changed on this truck just so that we could be able to sand it down and take it back to bare aluminum.
It certainly looks great. Let's take a look at the backside.
Absolutely. Yeah, we had to change a few panels. That side right back panel and this back center panel had to be changed.
Wow.
It had a hit on that side because of these bars. I guess in a parking lot or whatnot, somebody hit it, and then it damaged. Once the panel gets bent, you got to change it. But that's the only damage the truck had, and it was very minimal, but it was already bent. So those panels had to be changed. All right. We sandblasted the whole frame. The whole frame was sandblasted, and then epoxy primered. Dominguez really came through with this one. I mean, everything is his, as far as the mud flap hangers, the light panel, all these pieces back here he custom made just so that it could hide everything as much as possible. So he made all this, you know, took a lot of measurements. He also, one of my favorite things that he did that's always been a pet peeve of mine on 359s is nobody has ever done a cab panel to hide that. So it always ends right there. So he designed it in a way to hide the cab mount, and I absolutely love it.
Nice.
That's one of my favorite things of what he did. So he talked us into getting 5-inch exhaust. Okay. I wasn't very fond of it in the beginning, but I think it turned out great with the shield as well. It's his visor. He custom made this bumper for us as well. So I was big on leaving the tow hooks, but he wanted to shave the bolts. I think a 359, you have to see the tow hooks. Okay. That's just my opinion. We got the truck, like I said, about a year and a half ago from Justin Pozo. It was a one-owner truck. He's owned it his whole life, and he took really, really good care of it. So mad props to him for that. Okay. I mean, the interior, we haven't done anything. So nice. Interior is brand new. Every single gauge works. Everything works. It was his baby for many, many years.
You mind if I step up to point the camera?
Absolutely, go ahead.
The sleeper?
Absolutely. Like I was telling you, Chris, the whole reason why we ended up buying this truck was the owner of the body shop is the one that purchased it, and he's done so many trucks for so many customers, and he's never had one for himself.
Okay.
So he said, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. He painted this truck 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so when it came up for sale and they made a deal and we were able to get it, so he said, I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna do everything the way I would want to do it, just to show my craftsmanship and take it to shows.
Cool.
Because like I said, he's done so many show trucks, but he's never done one for him.
Okay.
So this is the one.
Awesome.
And it has so much history. Everybody knows Justin. Everybody down there in Miami, been a great friend for many years. So.
So what do you got going on underneath the hood?
Oh, all right. That's what everybody wants to see.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. So that there's a KT 600. Justin put that in early 2000s. Truck came factory with a 4 1/4, 15 and 355s, and he wanted to be different, and I think he achieved that goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Got big horsepower. It's never been dyno as far as I know, but I know it's not 600. I can tell you that. I'm
Nice.
sure it's a lot more.
Very nice. Let's look at the other side.
Absolutely. Yeah, the only thing left on the truck when we took it apart was the cab. I mean, everything was. We didn't take out the motor just because of how tight the fit is. So if we were to take it out, I'm pretty sure it would have scratched the frame putting it back in. So we decided to leave it. But other than that, everything came off this truck.
So what are the plans for the truck?
For right now, just to show it. Just to show it. Probably gonna do a couple more things to it. Like I said, we wanted the original look, but kind of a little bit modern, kind of like with a custom twist. I wanted the double bubble, which everybody's asked me, because anybody that knows double bubble, you either get an LED or you get them incandescent. And the LEDs, I just hate the way they look. But the incandescent, they come with a white background.
Okay.
And I ended up wrapping it chrome. And just to find out a few months later, I think Dane Nielsen, I think he makes the double bubble now with a chrome back.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but like I said, we put back the factory horns on it. We put brand new fuel tanks, 150 fuel tanks. Justin had put 23-inch tanks on it because where he would go, it would rub in the docks or whatnot, where he would in his warehouse.
Very nice. It's a beautiful truck. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
And it's so unassuming, because you can glance at it and go like, oh, well, that's a decent looking Peterbilt. But then once you scratch underneath the surface just a little bit, it's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Dominguez, he made these brackets for us. Now that I just saw it, so the 359s, they have the bracket that just comes down. Some people like them, some people don't. Okay. He definitely hated it, so he said, I'm gonna make you something good, and he made us a custom bracket. So now the tank looks like it's floating, and the straps go from the front instead of from the back. Like I said, Dominguez has been a real great help with this truck.
Nice.
He did the deck plate as well. That was last minute, right before Louisville. The center plate here under the fifth wheel.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the day before Louisville.
Oh, nice.
So the one here in the picture, that's Carlos. That's the owner of the truck and the body shop, La Caridad.
Very nice. Well, thanks for taking time to show us about the truck. And where will we see this truck at next?
Well, everybody's saying we should take it to Super Rigs out in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
So I mean, we got lucky here. We just got placed on the calendar, so that was awesome. That was exciting. Hopefully, we take it to Super Rigs. Maybe the same thing will happen. That'll be a big honor.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
Absolutely recommend.
Cool
All right,
deal.
man.
Thank you so much, Chris.
All right, we'll see
really
you soon.
appreciate it.